Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hellcase Cup. It's another day here, another day for Counter-Strike. And my name is ZEDKO. I'm going to be joined by Hawk, and we're right into this. It's going to be SKADE versus the Sinners now. The Sinners are a Czech team, I believe. SKADE, obviously, the Bulgarian roster, and we'll see what they can do as they finally go up against each other in this new group. I mean, it's Group C now, Alex. We've been through two groups already, and we find ourselves here with SKADE versus Sinners ESPORTS.
Yeah, it feels like a fairly open group here in Group C. I think there's potential for upsets for sure. I mean, both these teams recently have played against Complexity in best of ones, and they beat Complexity, which is kind of cool to see. Some of these squads are able to cause upsets, and now they're facing off against each other.
Yes, indeed. And, well, I'm not too familiar with too many players here for the Sinners esports roster. I know ZEDKO and NEOFRAG, but the rest I'm a little unfamiliar with. Well, NEOFRAG certainly getting off to a good start. 2 kills picked up. Shock able to find one in the P250, and another one picked out by Shock. This is a good start for the T side, as Rockin is now left, rotating over through Speedway. It's the Sinners with the pistol pickup. 4 players stay intact.
Yeah, that just comes down to quick kills from Sinners. Not much else to it here in the pistol round. There were quite a few pieces of utility bought, but they don't really come into play. It's just all about the shots landing. Sinners showing up early with some nice fragging. Shock and NEOFRAG both getting all the kills between them. And a nice start to the game for Sinners. But a force buy coming in from SKADE. I think most teams now like to go for this second round force buy. Try and see what you can do, and let's see what SKADE have got up their sleeve in this one. They pick up the pistols across the board.
Well, Rocking is not moving, so that is a little scary for me. There isn't an issue for him at the moment. No damage has been done on the server in round 2, so if there is an issue, we will be able to restart, but he is moving again, it seems, on the mini-map, like, at least his crosshair. A minute and 23 seconds remain. Virtually just begun here into round number 2. Utility is going to be used up in towards Banana. A deep nade trying to land onto some of these softer or potential soft opponents around the corner. They quite work out for them, and now Sinners can just play it slow. The utility starting to come on in. Not making any mistakes at the moment, Alex. I'm liking this methodical approach that they brought to the table.
Yeah, pistol round just came down to winning some quick fights. This one comes more down to using the nades, trying to make sure you don't run into a stack. There is a stack at top mid right now, though, and as these nades come on in, Sinners might start to figure that out. ZEDKO's going in first with the MAC-10, and Rainwaker's looking for an angle over the smoke. You can almost spot this. There's the first kill he was looking for. Rainwaker gets a double kill, but his teammates have died in the meantime. So I think, unfortunately for SKADE, they're going to lose this site.
Well, they have lost it indeed. Now Rocking looking to try and do damage to the smoke. He actually takes damage on board, so he has to back away. Frag will try and chase him in behind from the archway, but getting away with the 5-7 and the head armor is certainly the right call. And while SPELLAN all the way back in second middle, saving his 5-7 as well, hoping for an exit kill to potentially walk away with a rifle. But the Sinners, they'll be 2-0 up. ZEDKO actually does a lot of work there. He could have potentially just died without anything, right? But finding those 2 on the MAC-10, I think that pretty much seals the deal in terms of them getting that A-bomb site. And, well, they successfully pick up a second round here, the Sinners. So, 2-0.
Indeed. Decent start to the game for Sinners. It's that chicken trying to walk into a wall, Dinko.
It
Pretty
is
much
indeed.
sums up a chicken, to be honest.
You know, chickens are strange creatures. So are the odds from Unicorn. They're strange creatures. I want 1.44. It says 2.62. Certainly favouring the SKADE roster coming into this one. But not by much. I think this is one of the closer groups we've seen. Probably the most competitive, I'd say, out of the 3 that we've had. At least on paper. We'll see how it plays out, but certainly looking at it, the teams, there's no one that really stands out as the #1 roster. I think Amiga or SKADE I would put up there, but I think I'd give Amiga the edge in this group. But for the most part, anybody can beat anybody, so this is one of the more exciting affairs.
It definitely feels wide open here in Group C. Couple of guns saved over by SKADE. Again, just the pistols for them in this round. Sinners are continuing to play this slow style, which makes sense against the pistols. In this round, you don't want to give away anything too easily. I'll be interested to see if Sinners keep this up in their gun rounds, though, because it might start to get a bit predictable if they keep on going quite this slowly in every single round. But they're taking the map control, they're doing what they have to do, and now they've just got to figure out how to execute and how to finish off this round. They've got a decent start with the map control across the board. And right now the bomb is making its way up banana.
Well, 30 seconds in play. Here comes the execute from the Sinners side. The utility will start to trickle on in towards this B bomb site. K9 running around the corner. It's going to be Shock with the first headshot. Rainwaker able to find one, but it's overrun as ZEDKO and NEOFRAG continue to find kills. It's going to be Rocking left alone in a 1v3. He's rotating on through CT spawn. 5-7 in hand. He'll get money in the next round anyway. But he's just looking to do a little bit of damage. Take away a rifle. Get a kill or two. That's exactly what he'll be hoping for, but Sinners, they haven't really made too many errors to start with here, so wouldn't really be expecting them to run right into his waiting arms. NEOFRAG is going to be checking. He has an idea, but doesn't go around the corner. It's going to be Rocking just sitting back, was hoping he could catch something off. He might still potentially catch NEOFRAG. He spots the rifle, lines up too, but NEOFRAG will take him down. That's going to be the 3-0 lead for the Sinners esports roster. Now we get into the true test. Maybe the buy coming in from the SKADE roster. AWP in the hands of dennyslaw, and speaking with a few Bulgarian players like Bubble and the coach Tahio over at Smash. This dennyslaw is definitely up there and has a lot of respect within the Bulgarian scene. I think there's a very good case for it as well. So dennyslaw definitely exciting to watch when he shows up.
Let's hope he shows up today then. He's got that AWP in his hands like he was saying. And an opportunity to try and get SKADE's first round on the board. dennyslaw right now peeking down banana. There's a bit of a gap to work with in this smoke. He's not able to land those shots early on, but at least able to control banana for the time being. And he's still not pulling the trigger on this angle. He can't spot the man. Jumping up on top of this half wall to try and find a different angle. But Sinners continue to play this safe style at the start of the round. And they look for top mid control.
Well, K9 with his smoke at the ready. Goes deep in towards long side, just covering off the library. Follow-up utility being used in. Smoke in for the archway as well. Just trying to sell a bit of an A long take, but instead it's going to be the attentions being turned back in towards dennyslaw inside of banana. But he's boosted up on the half wall, so this position should be good for at least one kill. ZEDKO's going to start walking forward, but K9's ready for it. He knows that there's a possibility that the AWP has been left up there on the wall. And I like that. He's able to peek into the open, takes himself a kill. ZEDKO on the late lord, catching one, but there's a big gap in that CT smoke. Unfortunately, SPELLAN can't do much with it. Now it's all on Rocking yet again, this time unwinnable 1v5, and he's going to be shut down as well. 5 players stay alive. My god, the Sinners are looking good.
Yeah, this is a real strong start from Sinners. I like their play style as well. Like you were saying, the slow play style where you try and draw the rotations has been working pretty well for them. In that very round, they caught one of the players rotating away from A, and the actual execute onto the B bomb site was very successful as well. SKADE have not been able to slow Sinners down so far. Normally, you'd expect to see some counter nades to try and slow down that execute onto B, but that didn't happen for SKADE. They don't really get anything going in that one. Sinners get a fast 4-0 lead. And quick note, this is the map pick of the SKADE guys here on Inferno. So considering this isn't Sinners' map pick, this is a very impressive start to this game.
Well, 3 players off towards A short, Rocking on the long side of A, and then you do leave SPELLAN, the sole player on this B bomb site. And towards the start of 2020, before everything got weird, I actually casted SKADE in the first tournament of the year, and they looked pretty good. And a large part of their success is actually off the back of SPELLAN top fragging. He was a really solid anchor here in this B bomb side of Inferno. While walking in towards top middle like that as an offer, it's going to be pretty difficult. Clean hell from Rainwaker's position and 3 kills to come in for the CT side. ZEDKO finally strikes back and gets a double. And now it's SPELLAN. A 1 versus 2 as he rotates over through CT spawn. He'll come back through the library. Already a player close to the site itself. Smokes off alongside SPELLAN, hoping for an extension, but it's not going to come in time. And he's held behind the smokes at this point. So Sinners, lots of time to get into a better position as well. Lots of time to play this post plant. And SPELLAN, he has no kit, no utility, not even an ounce of Kevlar here, Alex. It's not looking good for him.
Gun recovered. He's not switching to the AWP, and he's not going to clear the angle either. NEOFRAG gets the kill from the side. Decent stack for SKADE. Good damage done, but Sinners remain on top of the situation, remain in control of the round. Even when they run into the stack, they win the trades. And now we've got to see more success on this gun round from SKADE. That first one, they didn't get a single kill on the full investment. And speaking of not getting a single kill, SPELLAN's still down there at 0 frags, ZEDKO. So we've got to see him step up as well. He's got the secondary AWP in his hands now, though. So let's see if this double AWP setup is the difference maker for SKADE.
Well, utility used up towards B early. It's a firebomb strategy to get rid of the AWP of SPELLAN. And that's just effective. It does cost a lot of utility, but they get put out of control so effectively. They clear SPELLAN away without taking any casualties. What would have been better is they had found the kill, but still a lot of map control gained early on into the round here for the Sinners side. Passive setup here from SKADE. They've had to recoil and play back in the A bomb site. You've got rafftu in the pit. Close by dennyslaw with the AWP here on the A bomb site, but they're not really getting much done. They're not seeing much at all. And Shock up in the apartments was hoping he could catch a player in the open, but now under a minute in play. No blood drawn yet. Just a little bit of damage, but no kills for either side. And this hold on both of the bomb sites has to be extremely passive. So Sinners have pretty much all of the map to play with at the moment. They're going to be sending 3 players into the apartments. The bomb in their possession as well, Alex.
Yeah, 33 seconds left. Sinners have got to make up their minds here. Right now, they're remaining spread across the map, so we could see a bit of a fake onto this B bomb site, and oh no, SKADE are falling for this. dennyslaw is also rotating over to library. The A site is going to be so susceptible to this push right now. rafftu is going to have a really hard time holding this down. Finally, SKADE have figured it out, but rafftu has got to be the anchor here. rafftu unable to get a single kill, and Sinners fake works wonders once again. They get onto A for free, and SKADE have got to save. This is Sinners just outclassing SKADE right now.
Well, just the safe call having to come in from SKADE, and it's just so effective. It really feels like Sinners haven't lost any players in a very long time. And now they're starting to just let that economy grow here on the T side. While Rainwaker will shut Shock down. NEOFRAG is able to take him down in reply, though. Another AWP of Rocking will not be saved over. Clean and clinical from the Sinners side. They're playing great Counter-Strike right now. This is brilliant from this team. There's not even just relying on an individual showing up. There's a system in play, and the entire team is fragging. Of course, it is the Hellcase Cup 8. You can go over to Hellcase and use the SLTV code. It's SLTV15 for a 15% refill bonus. There's also a case you can buy in the Hellcase Cup 8 Pro case you can open up, and it supports the dynamic prize pool, so you can add money to the prize pool of the Hellcase Cup. Currently, we started at $10,000. We're now at $24,322, so quite a bit of an increase, Alex.
Yeah, it's getting there. It is getting there, and I'm sure it will keep on going up. Nade from SPELLAN. Almost lands. Doesn't really go fully over the wall, so Sinners will be safe for now. You know, Frank, you have to die in this game. 8 kills on the board. He's been very solid so far. Like you were saying, though, it's the individuals that have been winning the fights they've needed to, but they've not been landing any insane shots. They've not been having to, because the system has just been carrying them through for these round wins. And ZEDKO holds down apartments, gets a couple of kills, and starts Sinners off on the Phew. What do you think of these teams' logos, Dinko? Yeah. Yeah. SKADE's logo looks like it could be like a toothpaste brand or something. I don't know why. I think yeah. It's also all the same color, so like the text doesn't really stand out because it's all the same color. It's a little bit awkward. This time around, banana control not coming so easily for Sinners. They've generally been taking that banana control and really making the most of it. This time, though, they're more focused on apartments at the start of this round. Again, SKADE, though, are playing pretty passively. They're sitting back, but this time they get aggressive. rafftu flashed into the apartments. Finally, an opening pick for SKADE. A good start to one of these rounds. This is their chance to get their first round on the board with the early man advantage. Well, bomb goes down, but Sinners have got to do a fair bit more to win this one. NEOFRAG's up looking for further angles. Players coming close from ruins, and NEOFRAG's got to rely on his teammate holding that position. Still looking for a frag from CT or Banana, but in comes the flashbang. Shock blinded, and he's left alone. Shock doesn't even get the kill. dennyslaw up close, lands the AWP shot, and there's that man that you were talking about earlier. dennyslaw showing up with some nice shots. rafftu going through the smoke. 2 kills in quick succession, and CaNNiE is left in a 1-on-3. AWP shot's good onto the first man. Pushing through the CT smoke pays off for him. He's got to get 2 more kills because the bomb is firmly in the CT's control right now. Smoke goes down for CT, so CaNNiE's got even fewer options available to him. He's going to go back to ruins to look to see if he can get a fight from this position, but SKADE have got to be watching this. This is the only position they really need to be worried about, and oh, CaNNiE gets his knife out. Questionable timing on that one, but he lands another shot. Unfortunately, rafftu up close is just going to run him down. No way for CaNNiE to try and win that final fight. Not a bad try from him, but SKADE just about hold on for their second round win. Oh, Rainwaker spotted a man there at top mid. Oh, jumps away to safety, but he can't get the kill he was looking for. Rocking holding here with the AWP, but there are two players coming through. No scope lands onto the first man. Unfortunately for him, CaNNiE's up close for the refrag, and SPELLAN almost gets away with a couple of kills there. He does get a double, but NEOFRAG finally finds the trade. Sinners end up getting an 8th round win on the board, and we get a reverse replay for once, ZEDKO. Don't think that'll be catching on. Oh, yeah. Back in the day. That's basically what it sounded like. It wasn't great. Another low buy here, ZEDKO. SKADE have been struggling throughout this game. Now that they're back down to a low buy, this could end up being a half that really starts to slip away from them. And this is a map that's normally pretty good for SKADE. I know that recently they've not been winning games on it, but they always seem to play teams close at least. Normally they're losing 16-14 games, 16-11 games at the very least. So to see this start so one-sidedly is a real shock to the system for SKADE. Let's hope that is about to change in this round, because they have got a stack on this B-bomb site, but CaNNiE can just get that first kill. Okay, Flash comes in, and all of a sudden, we're back to a 3v3. Not bad from SKADE. Sinners decide to slow it down. They know the flank's coming through. ZEDKO cuts it down. Looks like SKADE will not be winning this one. Decent damage done, but Sinners win another one. Good start again for Sinners. NEOFRAG gets a couple of kills. Now SKADE have got a really hard position to play from. The 3v4, they might just want to get aggressive here. It's so difficult to hold across the map in this sort of position. You can already see Rainwaker taking a gamble, rotate over to B. They're having to leave dennyslaw alone on the A side of the map. And if Sinners can figure this out, they should be able to pinpoint the weakness, to find the weak spot, and to be able to move in to the bomb site. And right now they're doing that. They're moving the bomb over to A. And that should net them this bomb site. It's only dennyslaw here to stop them.
Well, dennyslaw is going to get himself a nice kill on towards CaNNiE. He'll look for a little bit more from the pit. And the Molotov is going to go forward. NEOFRAG able to shut down Rocking. ZEDKO, Shock, and NEOFRAG with a man advantage in play here for the Sinners side. ZEDKO just inside the middle. Rainwaker walking forward. dennyslaw, the last remaining player, now into the 1 versus 3. And there's 20 seconds left. And he's nowhere near it. So, in like a 10th round picked up here for the Sinners. The Muddy's in the bin here. So, dennyslaw having to save that up into the next round. This is just a masterclass to the T side right now for Sinners. Yes, a lot of mistakes making it possible for the Sinners side from SKADE. But, you know, it has been very good Counter-Strike overall.
Yeah, very good casting from you as well, Dinko. I've been enjoying it so far.
Yeah, idiot hit the mute key somehow and didn't realize. So that's, I'm not using my stream deck today, and that is definitely an issue. So, apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
At least it's not a HyperX mic, Dinko.
At least it isn't, and I don't know if they heard that, you know. I don't know how long I was muted for.
I forgot.
So, Walker used to cast the HyperX microphone. It used to sound like a tin can, so that's that little background maybe if you didn't hear me at the time. God knows, I might have been muted the entire map. Who knows, Alex?
Who knows?
It's what of me even being here. I'm just gonna hand it off to you, Alex, and you can take it away.
I'll just cast the whole game.
Yep, see you later, dude.
I hope he's not gone, because that would be awkward. Sinners with a 10-2 lead, though. And it's continuing to look good for them. dennyslaw's been able to get this AWP again into this round, but honestly, Sinners have just been looking better across the board. It really has been the team play and the rotations that Sinners have been drawing that has been the difference maker. That's been why they've been able to win so many rounds. And that's always impressive for an up-and-coming team to have that in their locker already. dennyslaw up close in the apartments looking for the AWP shot, and rafftu gets 1 kill there. That's an AK into his hands and a chance to get something going.
Well, AWP here for dennyslaw, AK in the hands of rafftu, and the pistols around the corner. It's going to be SPELLAN looking for a little bit of action. Smoke deploys. They're going to be trying to hold this man advantage, keep it intact. Although Sinners certainly have the weaponry advantage, the utility advantage to a great extent, so they should be a relatively doable position for the T side to claw this back in. It's going to be Rocking going around the corner. 1 kill on towards B-Stick. NEOFRAG able to find 1 on the AK, and that's a 4v3 as dennyslaw is overrun. He will fall to the AK. Now SPELLAN with a 5-7 finally dispatched off. Now the bomb tapped from Shock. He'll try and hold for a player coming up over the top of the boost, and there's the flank from Banana, the second player there as well. rafftu making noise. They didn't even hear the second player. It doesn't matter though. He has found CaNNiE looking for Shock, and it was down into the 1v1, but it goes in favor of Sinners as Shock will win the aim duel. And that is so close to success here for the SKADE roster, and it's a little unfortunate they couldn't pull it off.
NEOFRAG's up to 20 kills now. 20 for 4 is his scoreline. That is very impressive. He is the highest rated player on Sinners in the last 3 months, so he's the man we were kind of looking at to be their star player, and he has certainly delivered in buckets and spades right now. 11-2 for Sinners. I didn't even realize that round's so quick. I didn't even get to count it on the board, but here comes SPELLAN. That secondary AWP on Banana finally coming into play. Opening kill is good. Main damage lands onto SPELLAN, but it's not significant. He can get back to safety. SKADE have that man advantage again, and this has got to be another chance for them here, because SKADE really need to get some rounds on the board now.
Yeah, this is getting to the point now where you lose any more than this. It's already pretty scary, but if you lose any more than this, I don't see it being enough to recover on Inferno. It's a pretty balanced map in that respect. You need a few more than just 2. So SPELLAN gonna get himself an opening. B-Stick picked off as well. So following up on his early success, that's gonna put it into a 5 versus 3. A 2-man advantage in play now for the CT side, and this could potentially be the turnaround that they're looking for, as SPELLAN is still here looking for another, but it's NEOFRAG. Poised and ready to take that headshot. He's successful in doing so. And now they overrun the B-bomb site. Rocking starting to go back over towards the coffins. He catches NEOFRAG, but over the top, Shock finds one, a second as well. The last bullet in his magazine connects, and it's now into a 2 versus 2. A retake having come through from SKADE. And what a recovery this has been from Shock. Getting the Sinners now into a winnable position. ZEDKO's position is strong in behind the coffins, but the time is ticking. He knows he just needs to stay alive. He has got Shock to cover his backside, and well, there's 2 kills coming in quickly from the CT side. They'll pull off the retake. SKADE will find themselves another round. But it gets scary. You know, those 2 early starts coming in from SPELLAN. He finds those 2 opening kills with no reply from the Sinners. You kind of be hoping that they clean it up a little easier than just having 2 players down into the retake. So the Sinners actually make even that round competitive.
And that's been one of the issues for SKADE. Even when they're getting early advantages, they're not closing out the rounds cleanly. The actual crossfires on the site don't seem to be as successful as they'd need to be. SKADE have won at least a couple of opening duels throughout this half. I think they've won 5 or 6 now, looking at the stats over on HLTV. So it's not like they've been struggling for opening kills, and they're not going to struggle in this round either. dennyslaw gets the first shot to land with the AWP, but CaNNiE's been able to get one back over on the B side of the map. And Sinners are heavily grouped up on Banana here, making sure they get that early map control.
dennyslaw walking forward, trying to get involved with the AWP. Looking for some success here on the AWP as NEOFRAG is going to be spotted. Nice shot from dennyslaw. Flicks up, finds it. B-Stick walking forward through the fire and the flames. He will eventually fall to the M4 of Rocking. And a CaNNiE and ZEDKO, a 2 versus 3 for them to try and get into. Just a minute left now on the clock. The AWP of CaNNiE looking to become ravenous. The follow-up smoke covers his vision. He cannot see what's going on in behind it. His teammate trying to make a little bit of space in towards the A-bomb site, but he's so far removed from all of the action. He will eventually come back, but there's only 40 seconds left and they don't have any possession of the bomb, nor do they have any map control to play with. CaNNiE is just waiting. He's a sitting duck at the moment, trying to wait for his teammate to get into position, but the issue becomes the time. When he eventually arrives here, going to be only 20 seconds left on this clock, and they still have to recover the bomb. The utility comes through. Molotov onto the ball. Flash around the corner as well. CaNNiE, after all his patience, he is not rewarded, and he will fall. It's Rocking. Oh, wow. That's just brilliant. SKADE will triple peek in towards ZEDKO, and a good bit of counter-strike coming in there from SKADE towards the end of the half. But is it enough? Only posting 4 rounds.
Yeah, far from perfect, far from ideal for the SKADE boys from that first half. You can see that the kills on the SKADE side don't look too bad. No one's having a terrible game, but at the same time, no one's stepping up to be that standout man for them, whereas Sinners have had NEOFRAG really delivering. 21 kills for him. Shock's up there as well with 15 frags of his own. And for SKADE, some of the guys like dennyslaw and maybe like Rainwaker, who has been their best player stats-wise in the last 3 months, have probably got to start leading the charge a little bit more ahead of the rest of the team. We'll see if that can change into the second half. Pistol round coming through. SKADE slowly but surely buying up. We'll see if they decide to go for any utility. I'd like to see them get at least 1 set of nades, and that's what SPELLAN will be doing. A smoke and 2 flashes ahead of this pistol. While Sinners don't decide to go for a defuse kit, they go for a full set of nades on NEOFRAG.
Well, charge coming through now from the T side. Looking to try and take that B-bomb site by storm. NEOFRAG be back in the ruins. We hear the bomb getting planted and know that they have somewhat failed in defending the bomb site, but now they have to try and recover it. They're going to play together, waiting for the reinforcements, and eventually they'll try and run in towards this bomb site together and try and get the defuse through. There's dennyslaw on the back line, Rocking in the pillar beside him. rafftu, the third man in dark. Now the push will come around the corner. It's Shock with one headshot. Rainwaker goes down. Beastick able to find another. And CaNNiE with a headshot. ZEDKO able to find rafftu. And Beastick cleans it up. It's 12-4. And that is going to be a brilliant pistol retake coming from the Sinners. They only lose to one player into the round. And yes, it may be close on the defuse, but it's pulled off. 12-4. 4 rounds away from victory. And that is not the start SKADE would have been looking for coming into the second half.
Yeah, normally when you don't have the kit on that retake, you're going to really struggle to get into the bomb site in time, especially considering they didn't get a kill early in the round. They didn't get an initial kill on that B bomb site. They had to get all the frags on the retake, and so SKADE just really needed to buy time and try and be in positions where they could trade each other and slow Sinners down, but that didn't happen. Sinners just stormed their way onto the site. They get all the kills they needed without SKADE really being able to reply. And now SKADE are trying to come back with a vengeance here. Force buy into this round. Quick trade on Banana to kick things off. Beastick able to avenge his teammate. But he's going to have to play it safe now. He's going to have to call for assistance. So SKADE get the Banana control they were looking for.
Well, walking forward, it's going to catch out Beastick. The headshot comes through, and now they continue to run over this B bomb site. Bomb will get planted. Now the retake attempt, that surely will be coming through. It's Shock. They just went through spawn, but they realize, well, they're going to be having to save these weapons. They're not going to go for this 3v4 retake. They were too far removed to get involved back through. And now the utility, it's starting to look a little dry. You know, the 2 smokes, 2 flashes, there's not any Molotovs present to force out some of these positions, and I will be scared he'll walk away with a 5th round. And so the Sinners side, that was their prime opportunity after winning the pistol to go on a bit of a tear in the second half, but a good reply from SKADE. They almost had to win that one, and now they do have a chance in the second half to at least make the scoreline look a little more respectable.
Definitely an important round for them to win. If they wanted to have a chance at the comeback, this was the way to start it. Winning with the Force Buy, winning with the Galils. I think the option to get those second round Galil Force Buys, if you get the bomb planted, is quite a nice one. The Galil, definitely a weapon that we've seen rise in popularity recently. It's just so much easier to control now. They reduce that spray pattern a little bit. It makes it a lot easier to use more effectively. And I think teams have really started to make the most of that, as you see from the buy from SKADE. Plenty of Galils in play. They win the round off the back of them. And now it's Sinners' turn to try and win with what I guess you could call a slightly weaker buy, but it's still a pretty close buy between these teams. So SKADE have got to stay strong. They can't drop the ball in this round either. They're up against a fair few rifles. It's a lot of nades.
It is a lot of nades, and that is definitely going to be a bit of an awkward duel in Banana here. Shots just being fired, utility blasting all over the place. Well, so far so good for the Sinners. They've come out a man to the good. Barely though. NEOFRAG barely alive, still walking though, and that's the issue here for SKADE is they're going to go over towards this A bomb site. It's going to be CaNNiE stuck in the pit. He's got a good position, but the double molly comes in. The smoke gets rid of them both. And now CaNNiE, his teammates have arrived. ZEDKO dies to the long smoke. Rainwaker able to find one, but CaNNiE still doing work. He'll find one, and SPELLAN now low on the Mac 10. He's looking for it and runs out of ammo. If that's very unfortunate, you know, if he finds that kill, he's up against NEOFRAG, and NEOFRAG's doing 9 HP, so he very could have pulled that off. And well, it's going to be 13-5, 3 away from victory here, the Sinners esports side. The odds now favoring them. They were against them to begin things over at Unicorn, but now things have shifted, and I think for good reason. SKADE have come into this looking rough.
Yeah, that round came so close as well, with 2 Sinners players surviving on such little health. Like you were saying, it could have come through for SKADE if only there was a bit more ammo left to get that kill onto the site, but not meant to be. And at this point, even if SKADE start winning rounds, with how this game has been going, they haven't been able to consistently win rounds. They've been generally trading them, and oh, the MP9 is going to mow them down. CaNNiE flashed in for some early frags. SPELLAN eventually gets the trade, but that's one of the MP9s doing huge damage at the start of the round. Not the start SKADE needed, especially now that SPELLAN's taken even more damage through the smoke.
Well, SKADE look to be falling apart now, and their money is in such a dire position. They need to win this round, and unfortunately, it is not looking good for them at the moment. B-Stick peeks into the open. It's gone from bad to worse. Bomb drops and Rainwaker finally makes his play for the apartments, but he will only find one, and that is not going to be enough. dennyslaw makes his way back through CT. He'll actually catch NEOFRAG, and at least he stays alive, but he's 2 HP. And winning a 1v2 with 30 seconds left, bomb not in your possession. Things are definitely not looking good here for the dennyslaw player. And with 20 seconds, he'll check so many different angles. But as soon as he throws that smoke, he's going to be peaked from 2 players. And it's 14-5. It's 2 away from victory here for the Sinners side. Looking for that point now in round 20. And there shouldn't be too much resistance, Alex. The buy is not going to be there from the SKADE.
Yeah, apparently Sinners weren't happy with our slightly delayed start to the day. They wanted to get us back on schedule as soon as possible, and they are doing so with a very, very quick, not map win just yet, but a very quick, very big lead on Inferno.
Yeah, this is looking good for the Sinners side. And while the force buy has come in from SKADE, so if they are to lose this one, probably is going to be the win here for the Sinners. And while it's a brilliant start, Rocking trying to go in with a pace up towards top banana, but it's stopped. Shock will take down Rainwaker. 1 kill will come in this time from dennyslaw, but it is going to be a 4v3. Time still the plenty. It's 1 minute and 25 seconds still in play. Currently 2 players towards top banana from the T side, with 1 over towards the A side of things. NEOFRAG for the smoke catches rafftu. That weakens the attack further. And well, now it's starting to look like a 15th round is certainly going to be locked in here for the Sinners roster.
Yeah, SKADE are going to really be wanting to get that gun dropped at top mid. You can see the AWP just out of their grasp, tempting them to try and go and take it, but ZEDKO is going to be the guardian of the AWP, and Shock is there alongside him. Sinners with a 15-5 lead, and again, if you've just joined us, this is the map pick of SKADE. Believe it or not, this has not been going according to plan for them. They've been landing some shots as this game has gone on, but after a very slow start, Sinners have just been running them over. And honestly, Sinners are the ones who are looking right at home here on Inferno. They've looked super comfortable with the way they've played. Their playstyle's been really good. This has been a very impressive performance by Sinners.
Yep, it's not even just the classic individual performance from some of the other teams, right? They're playing proper Counter-Strike, and SKADE have been caught off by it. To be honest, they were the team making far more errors than the Sinners side. Hero AK for SPELLAN. Deagle's out in force as well. Utility in play, but CaNNiE is going to go and find himself that AK. Picks off SPELLAN. And things are just not looking good at all here for the Bulgarian side. Molotov goes through, prevents the person walking around the corner, and now CaNNiE. Does he get aggressive off the back of this? He does, and with a flash, is going to catch him out. He's caught in the open. The aggression not expected from the SKADE players, and well, that works for them. Rocking's going to fall, though. Loses the bomb and the AWP, and now B-Stick. He's looking to just hold on. His teammate comes through, barreling through the CT smoke. It's NEOFRAG with a double kill, and the bomb is on the floor. It's only Rainwaker, a 1v4, and it's going to be 16-5. What a performance coming in from the Sinners.
Super solid, great team play, great ability to play across the map. That T side especially, they were just dominant. They were just out-positioning, out-maneuvering their opponents. Really impressive start for Sinners, and if that's what they're going to do on their opponent's map pick, I can't wait to see what they're going to do on their own choice.
Well, that is coming up right after the break, so ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with map number 2 just after this.
Hellcase. Big update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.